In a recent interview with IMAX, Blade Runner 2049 director Denis Villeneuve states, "For me, cinema isn't about dialogue. It's about choreography, a dance between sound and images." Blade Runner 2049 is a perfect example of this definition. There is a perfect dance between the lines, the writing, and the imagery that is set by Denis Villeneuve in this film. It's a brilliant piece of filmmaking and a brilliant piece of acting and storytelling. The cast of this film is so perfectly cast. Ryan Gosling is a great choice as I think that he is the closest person to my generation's Harrison Ford. I think he can do a variety of things that Harrison Ford can do or that has done in the past. His choices were great throughout the film as he is learning just as much as we are following the film. As we're following the film, he's learning everything that we're learning at the same time as he's discovering all these little pieces to the mystery that he has stumbled upon, just like Deckard had when he did in the original one. There are a lot of imagery. There's a lot of imagery that is used, reissued throughout the film that were used originally in Blade Runner. There's a lot of broken down, or there's a lot of grays, there's a lot of rain, there is a lot of little pops of color with the advertisements and everything like that. So it's almost a love letter to the original Blade Runner, but it has perfect amounts of Denis Villeneuve's ideas and pops of color that he loves to put in his films. The color palette in the film is great. There are little pops of color, just like how there were little sounds or futuristic sounds that they had in the original film. So there are pops of color where they need to be, not where they don't need to be. It's not an over excessive amount of color. There are a lot of parts where it is very colorful, but there are a lot of parts where it's not very colorful at all. You still have the whole idea of the used world, the built-in kind of dirty, kind of gross world. You have a lot of blues, you have a lot of oranges, you have a lot of pinks, but then you, like I said before, you still have a lot of grays. It's basically a love letter to the original while having its own separate piece. Like I said before, there are a lot of futuristic sounds, and there's a lot of soundtrack reissues. So there's one part at the end where they used the soundtrack for Roy Batty when he dies. I love the use of that. That was really great. There's a lot of marriages of the ideas and the sounds that are in the original film, and Hans Zimmer and Denis Villeneuve and things like that. Those people put these in for a reason. They wanted a kind of callback to these things because they were so brilliant in the first place. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? There is a lot of great choices for the actors, like I said before, and it's just the writing is so brilliant because throughout the film you're thinking that this one thing is going to happen, that this one thing has to happen, it's definitely going to happen, but then it changes and it flips on its head because you're discovering these things at the same time as Ryan Gosling's character is, and you're thinking the same way he's thinking. And then to have something be revealed to him, you're either having the same reaction as him, or you're having a reaction where you're kind of like thinking along the same lines of his thinking, his logical thinking. And the writing is just, it makes it where you're actually experiencing the film. You're not, oh, I'm on the outside because I'm just an audience member. You're fully interactive. Like, the film is fully interactive with its audience. Another thing that I thought that was brilliant was within the writing was that there are a lot of biblical references. This idea of having like replicants and things like that. The character of Wallace thinks that he's a god. He's a giant god complex, and throughout the whole film, it's a very there's a lot of biblical references that I think were brilliant. That to me added more substance to the film. As a person that wasn't a huge fan of the first Blade Runner, I think it's just a brilliant piece of film production, as well as acting and writing. I saw it in IMAX, which everyone definitely should see it in IMAX because it is a brilliant film and it's specially formatted for IMAX. It's worth the extra money. Definitely check that out in IMAX. But as Denis Villeneuve said, it is a choreography, a dance between sound and images. And it lets the audience digest the world and information that they are receiving all at one time. So throughout the film, you're getting pieces of information along the lines, along with Ryan Gosling's character and other characters. There are a lot of long shots where other people might think that people that like more casual people that aren't really into the films or into like film production and things like that, where it could seem kind of boring. Like a lot of people like thought that in the beginning in the original Blade Runner, like more modern audiences thought that the shots were long, thought the movie was a little bit boring, but I think it's perfect pacing because you need to digest these ideas because they're heavy ideas, especially about AI, how AI affects human relations, how it affects religious relations, things like that. It's just a brilliant piece of film, and I think it will be a cult classic like the original Blade Runner would be. And I highly recommend watching this film if you can in IMAX. So thank you guys so much for watching this quick little video. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what your thoughts are on Blade Runner 2049 if you see it. And if you haven't seen it, please do. Thank you.